Okay, for tonight's dinner for part of the pantry challenge for January, I am going to cook a recipe from Fast Fixin Chicken. Fast Fixin Chicken. There we go. It was published in 1986 and it does have 80 pages, including the index. Okay. I'm going to do page 27 and I'm going to do what's called chicken shortcakes. Excuse me. It's going to take 1 cup of frozen peas and carrots, a can of condensed cheddar cheese soup, 1/4 of a cup of milk, several dashes of bottled hot pepper sauce, 1½ cups cubed cooked chicken, and 6 rusks or 3 English muffins, split and toasted. So my chicken is not cooked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this cubed up, and I am going to get that ready and we'll go from there. All right, here is my cut chicken. I cubed it up. I have I'm going to just do some peas. That's what I have in the freezer. I don't have any more peas and carrots other than canned, and I'm just going to use the frozen. I did take some English muffins out of the freezer. I bought these last month, so I need to thaw those out real quick. So let's get started. All right, so I have my cast iron skillet here, and I am going to turn it on. And then I'm going to add some lard. That's generally what I'm going to cook in. I'm just going to add a little bit. Probably a tablespoon is all I need. You're wonky. There we go. All right. So we're going to melt our lard. Now it does not say how to season the chicken, so I'm just going to do salt and pepper. All right, so I'm going to add my chicken here. Wash my hands because I touched chicken. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit of salt. This is going to be some Redmond's real salt. I'm going to add some pepper. And I'm just going to cook this real quick. So it's going to take maybe 5 to 8 minutes to go ahead and cook. And I will see you back here in a couple of minutes. Okay, now the chicken's almost cooked. I am going to go ahead and move it onto the back burner so I can start with the next process. And I'm just going to put it on warm back over here. Because it just needs another minute or two. It's not quite done, but we're close. All right. So the recipe says to cook the vegetables in 1/4 cup of boiling water. Now, it does not state if we're supposed to salt the water or not, and that's fine. So I'm going to do a can of peas, 1 cup of peas. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm putting in it. I don't know why I would want to cook them for 5 minutes, but we're going to stick them in there. Well, if you had carrots, you would want to cook it for 5 minutes. That would make sense. So we're going to get these cooked for just a couple of minutes. In the meantime, I am going to get my English muffins here. They're frozen. So I am going to wrap them in a paper towel. And then I'm going to pop them in the microwave for about 30 seconds to thaw them out so I can then toast them. So that's what I'm going to do there. And then the rest, I will stick in the refrigerator. No, I'll just stick them over on the counter over there so they can finish thawing and we can make some maybe breakfast sandwiches or something with them. All right, so I got my English muffins. I just did them for 30-second intervals, so they're nice and done now. I'm going to turn that down. So now I can get those sliced and ready for the toaster. Move these up out of the way. All right, so a medium saucepan, cook your vegetables and drain. So I need to drain these. All right. All right, so now we're going to take the same saucepan and we're going to mix together the soup and the milk. I need a spatula. So we're going to take our soup. And we're going to take our milk. We're supposed to mix that. Is that what it says? Oh, and I need hot pepper sauce. All right, hot pepper sauce. I'm going to use the Taco Bell mild sauce. That's what I have. I'm not big hot sauce people, so I'm just going to add a little bit there. All right, so we're going to stir this. I would think you'd want more liquid, but we're going to follow the process. Follow the process. Add chicken and cooked vegetables and cook over medium heat. All right, so we're going to add our peas. And then we're going to add our cooked chicken. Over here. Turn that one off. Give this a stir. It's kind of like a pot pie. All right, so we're supposed to cook this on low for about 10 minutes. Here, let me give you a gander what it looks like. Am I getting it? This way. Nope, the other way. There it is. All right, so that's what it looks like. I'm going to let this warm up and we will come back in just a couple of minutes. All right, so I'm just going to slice my English muffins. And yes, it's a different breadboard than the one I cut the chicken on. This one's only used for bread. So I'm going to get these sliced up. I'm going to pop them into the toaster. As we slide around, I'm going to pop these into the toaster, and then we'll be ready here in just a few minutes. And this one does not want to slice. He's being grumpy. All right, I went ahead and tasted it. I am going to add just a little bit of salt. Not a lot, just a little bit. And I am going to add a little bit of pepper. All right. And I put my English muffins into the toaster, and those will be done in just a minute. And then we'll plate this up. Here are our chicken shortcakes from Fixin Chicken. And it takes some frozen peas, a soup, and some cubed chicken that's cooked, and some English muffins. And so here we have our English muffins are underneath, and our cubed chicken and our soup. So it kind of looks like a pot pie. I did add salt and pepper to it. So I think that, and it tastes really, really good. So it's going to be nice. I'm going to give it to my husband and have him have his dinner of chicken shortcakes. And here is the recipe again. Oh, wrong way. This way. Chicken shortcakes. And I will, when I post this video, it will be on my blog where you can go ahead and print it off for yourself. Chicken shortcakes, Fixin Chicken. And there's our dinner for the pantry challenge. All right, see you for tomorrow. Well, hello there, and welcome to day 2 of week 2 of the pantry challenge. And tonight we're going to do a dinner that I've been doing for 35 years. And it's from a community cookbook that was given to me when we got married. It's one of our favorites, and we're going to do Poor Man's Casserole. So what it has is a pound of hamburger, some chopped onion, a can of tomato sauce, and whole kernel corn, and mashed potatoes. My potatoes are cooking on the stove right now. So I washed, peeled, and diced them, and I have them going in some salted water. And now we're going to get cooking. Okay, so I am going to start by spraying my stainless steel pan with a little bit of avocado oil here. And then I'm going to turn my pan on just a little bit, probably a medium heat. And I'm doing it in my sauce pot here, or my pot, because I'm going to be adding things instead of doing it into a frying pan. Stir the potatoes. They're almost done. So while that's warming up, I'm going to go ahead and put in my 1 pound of ground beef. Okay. And then I'm also going to go ahead and put in my onions. I have some frozen onions that I'm going to use up out of my freezer. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and some pepper. I'm going to go ahead and get this cooked up, and I'll meet you back here when it's done. Okay, so I cooked the hamburger until it was done. I added a can of drained corn, and then I added a can of tomato paste or tomato sauce, and I'm just heating this through, and then we will plate it up and show you poor man's casserole. Okay, so here's tonight's dinner for our day 2 of week 2 of the Pantry Challenge for 2025. It is poor man's casserole. Again, all it has is hamburger, some onion, tomato sauce, whole kernel corn, and some potatoes. Well, I hope you enjoy this recipe. It's a favorite in our family. I've been making it for 35 years, like I've said before. But here is our dinner for tonight for the Pantry Challenge. And let's see you tomorrow. All right. Bye for now.